This morning I had the pleasure to listen to the St Lucia Police Band, and they are at their vintage best, and I hope during this year's budget we can do something to improve their situation. They are in dire need of facilities, etc. We hope we can assist them during this year's budget. Mr. Speaker, the long-standing issue of termination benefits to Majestic Industries and LIAT 1974 Limited workers will be settled. And I'm reading from the budget address which I delivered on 26 April 2022. Mr. Speaker, you may recall about 30 years ago, the owners of Majestic Industries, a garment manufacturing operation at BZ, left St. Lucia owing workers termination payments. My administration will honor this long-standing payment to Majestic Industries for the issuing of government bonds which have been accepted by the representative of the workers. You may wish to note that this is another commitment made by the former Prime Minister, which remained unsettled and left now for this administration to honor. Mr. Speaker, the government has also entered into a similar arrangement with the non-management LIAT workers who were terminated by the closure of the company in 2020. We are currently in discussions with the former management staff, including pilots, to arrive at an acceptable settlement. Mr. Speaker, our decision to settle these outstanding payments is yet another demonstration of our continued commitment to the upliftment of the welfare of the workers of St. Lucia. And Mr. Speaker, after discussions with the representatives of the workers and the National Workers Union who represented the workers and the non-unionized and unionized workers at LIAT, Cabinet yesterday endorsed the following: payment of outstanding termination benefits totaling $4,436,578.16 to ex-employees of LIAT 1974 Limited, according to the approved list. That the Attorney General's Chambers engages the lawyers representing the National Workers Union with regard to the formation of a special purpose vehicle to facilitate payments totaling $1,960,000 to ex-employees of Majestic Industries. That the Department of Finance facilitates payments for the issuance of St. Lucia government bonds. That the bonds issued be considered as full and final settlement of termination benefits to the ex-employees of LIAT 1974 Limited and Majestic Industries Limited. The Attorney General to ensure that upon receipt of the bonds, that the appropriate arrangements are made to indemnify the government of St. Lucia from any further payments or claims related thereto by the ex-employees of LIAT 1974 Limited and Majestic Industries Limited. That the Attorney General's Chambers assess and provide feedback to Cabinet with respect to the status of the building belonging to the Majestic Industries Limited situated at BZ in the quarter of Castries. Mr. Speaker, I'm sure that the workers at Majestic Industries, who for more than 20 years have languished, hoping that someday they will be paid, have realized now that they have a government that is truly interested in the welfare of people and the welfare of the workers of this country. And Mr. Speaker, the situation relating to LIAT is a fundamental principle that we had to be faithful to. Because, Mr. Speaker, LIAT has been criticized vehemently LIAT has been put under all sorts of criticisms. But Mr. Speaker, right now, it's easier to go to Barbados or Antigua. It is easier to go from Miami and get to Barbados, from Miami and get to Antigua, than it is to go to Antigua directly because of the absence of LIAT. So, Mr. Speaker, this move by the government is to give confidence to the workers of LIAT that even though they have been attacked and brutalized, sometimes due to mistakes that they've made, but they've never been appreciated. And I want to say clearly, Mr. Speaker, that the former Prime Minister had absolutely no appreciation for LIAT. Absolutely no appreciation for LIAT, Mr. Speaker. Whereas it was important for him to subsidize international airlines, and nothing wrong with that. He had to do it for the tourism industry. When it came to LIAT, he is on record as saying not 1 cent will the government of St. Lucia ever invest in LIAT. This government, Mr. Speaker, we are going to work with the other governments in the OECS and the region and Barbados to ensure that some form of LIAT gets back into the country. Because the region cannot survive without LIAT, Mr. Speaker. LIAT is a public good. And whereas the former Prime Minister was always looked for excuses why we could not support LIAT, we are showing that with good faith by showing the workers in LIAT that we appreciated what they did, and this is why we are paying them their termination benefits.